Hey, Lions fans, this is Ranting Q coming back. Again, I'm not going to do much because what's going on right now is nothing worth talking about. Everybody's going through this. Let's blame Brad. Oh, come on, dude. Every year he's done the same thing to get you into a position where you look good, you can make the playoffs. We all know the last 4 games, I would say 5 games, let's say 4 games though, that we kind of checked out. So many injuries, we just checked out. As soon as Branch went down and then our tight end went down, we had nothing else. We was only going to throw to 2 people. So, okay, we got it. Brad is cooking right now. He's cooking. But everybody wants to rush him. Everybody wants to make it their way. You know that. First of all, first thing first, we have a limited amount of money. I mean, you don't make a big giant splash out there for one guy, and then next year you got to let everybody else go. That's just stupid, man. What you do, you lay your ground, you pay your core, make sure they're happy, make sure to get everything they need. Then you can go and say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do, man. Next year we're just going to buy one player. That's not how that works, man. Our market is not that big. We're getting there. She's charging us enough for them seats that I think she can afford it. But right now, you just got to take baby steps. They want to get a bit of a dynasty, not so much as a Super Bowl dynasty, but a winning dynasty. That's what we need. We need a good head on the shoulder. This is one of the first times ever where Detroit upper management and lower management and coaches are on the same page. I know. I have a friend that I normally like to talk to, but I know what he's going to say that will totally disappoint me. And my defense on it, you can't defend something that's not really real. But it makes sense because we have not won it. So if you have not won it, I got nothing to go back and say, hey, man, no. But we went from doing real well, finna get into the mentioned Super Bowl, and then we lose in the first round after having the best record in football. So, and then of course 98, we lost the last 4. Boom, there we go. We not lost the last 4, but we played bad the last 3 in our division. We only won 1. Chicago, we totally swept them, but everybody else has swept us. So Chicago, the changeover is the biggest problem we have. Is when we let go of Ben Johnson, I would say the fan base has went backwards. You know, they kind of go, well, you know, I mean, we're going back to where we used to be. Well, we ain't that no more. Okay, everything about that's new. First of all, the upper management is talking to is lower management, which means Brad is talking directly to the boss lady to get the job done. I mean, you got the money, you got a budget. Every time we do this, we bleed out all the money we had. I think the year before last, we kept like 40 million because we was trying to get a big player. I think we got him. I'm not sure what the story is. I can't remember. I just know at the end of that year, everybody going like, okay, now you got all these great picks, man. All these picks, man. And you still holding on to them. The problem you have with that, you got to pay them. When they're on their 3rd and 4th year, they've established themselves as being very good players. And they don't lie to you. All of them is Pro Bowlers and inches from being what they got to be. Are we going to preserve our team and just add a few things that we need? Like, again, defensive players. We have plenty of time for that. We can find in what we want. We can get a couple rookies. Some rookies, no, we got good rookies. Brad know how to draft. If he gets us 2 or 3, then you can ask for me. 2 or 3 is all you can ask for out of a draft. I think our biggest problem is we expect them to hit on every last one of them. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. I know they gave that one coach, Minnesota coach of the year, when Brad should have had it. Well, I should say, not Brad, but Dan should have had it. I mean, he got the team, but when 15-2 and he didn't win coach of the year. For him to win, hit the Super Bowl, how would you know? Coach of the year is already, they predict them before the Super Bowl. They just call him Coach of the Year for the season, not for the Super Bowl. I don't know. Okay, I've been angry at what people are saying. Finally, we got some of the I call them the brat the brat crap the brat the brat. It's like the Rat Pack, but the Brat Pack. Okay, that's the guys we get now. Dose, Everything King, Mike Fredo for Crunch Time, Whitworth Sports. No, you got some favorites you like, and I even used to be Chef. I like him too, but he started getting controversy. Derek of Lions Syndicate, he lives on just bashing, man. That's his thing. See, if he was in a locker room, he couldn't be in the locker room because all he talks is negative about what this man is doing. I saw him, he did a live thing, and what we saw, everybody else saw on that interview he had on that. They had the 4 different writers, including the kid that does for Detroit and a couple more, including Mike, and don't forget Mike of Lions. My problem, I'm sorry, I digress because my brain hearing it doesn't like what I'm going to say, so it's editing me, and I appreciate it because I do a tendency I will get kind of too much about it. Okay, and next, I'm going to do it tomorrow. One more tomorrow. I'm going to update you and tell you where I'm at with the team and how it looks and why they're not going to do anything crazy. I mean, they cried about a kid that we got, $1.1 million. Good name. We'll see if he can play. But it's a no loss deal. If we cut him anytime before the thing starts, then we don't pay him nothing. He used to make the team to get paid. We got a lot of them like that. We got a lot of prove-it deals. Remember, out of the 14 of them, 11 of them was prove-it. 1 year prove-it. The other 3 was I think we only got 1. Take it back, we got 1. That's that Mac guy. Mac guy still ain't got a coach. See, the lineman. I don't know. I mean, we're looking for something. He played already, and he's plays partial, but they think he's the best thing we got. So does Bourne. Well, we'll see. I think they're great backup players. If we're in trouble, they'll be there for us to get us out, or at least stall us for a day or so, just like Teddy Bridgewater is as a quarterback. We'll get a couple of. If you go down for a couple of weeks, then we got a 3-week. We can live with that, easy. So we'll see. See, it's the time I don't like. I like it because I do get to learn the college players and what we should get. But how many free agents did we buy this season? And it's no cost to us because they're low value. But we bought a lot. We bought a lot. A couple of players we bought back like Racine, $3.something million. We gave him a good. He deserved it though. When he came in, he said. I mean, we got players that we brought back in, but as we say, we brought them in just so they can be part of the 93 or 96 of them, and they have to make the team. Kennedy, all of them have to make the team. He's on a 1-year contract, but remember, these contracts are, if you don't make the team, you don't have a contract. No guarantees. A lot of other guys picked up guaranteed money. I want 1.6, I want 3 if I go. So we want you to stay. We think we're going to stay. That's why he gave you this contract. If not, we'll give you that when I get the last kid. Well, man, that's the one we think that's going to do really well. I can see my name is getting. I haven't got him in my head here, and it's either Frank's or whatever it is. I want to see how he plays first. I want to see him in spring training, and in practice to see how he plays, because he has to play with us, and that's tougher, man. You can play several positions, but you got to play with the team. Do you understand how? They picked him up. The other guy they knew from Arizona picked him up. That's who your offensive coach is. And we don't know what his offensive style is yet. We know what he did there, but we know he has potential to do here, but we don't know. Okay, guys, that's my 10-minute spot. I'm going to do better tomorrow with a more detailed picture of where we at in terms of, I'm going to talk about the offensive line. Where we at, who's the backup, and most likely to start. Then if I get an extra day, we'll go with the defense. That's going to be uglier. And of course, we're not going to talk offensive line. We're not talking about our players that we got, because we're not sure what we're going to do with Tesla. Is he going to be a tight end or tight end / wide receiver? The world's our oyster, as we say. We'll put him in as we put him in. Hey guys, we're getting it going. This is Ranting Q. I say, man, I need somebody to help me get this. I'm gonna put this on Facebook, where I'm trying to get this aggressively so I can do something. See, I can't edit much on this. I have to already pre-edit and then put it on as a double copy. I'm not that. I think I would be pretty good at that, but I gotta get a new computer if I do any of that. And I mean, I gotta build a new computer. Oh. You're slow-mo like me. You don't like all that, but we're going to get it on. Okay, we're going to get it done. I saw a good one put together for about $700. Should be what I need, and I'll get it started with a couple cameras, and we'll get this looking like I can actually talk before season start. So I'll be ready. I gotta get more people to check me out, which means I gotta make more sense. Gotta make it more that you understand it. I'm not doing any clickbait. I don't care about that junk. Y'all can have all that. All I want to do is see people who hear me, understand me, or want to listen to me. If not, hit like, subscribe, and then move on to your business. I get you. I feel you. But I do want to come into your world so I can talk about the Lions. I'm ready for the Lions conversation. And honest, this I call my item is called Ranting Q. Ready? A Lions fan's voice. So it's just my opinion. I'm not going to get too many opinions. I usually just state what I see. That's why I'm not doing any of this prejudging. Let me do the draft. Let me do a mock draft. Come on, man. Our guy gonna be there at. I'm gonna let y'all go crazy, because I know what Brad's gonna do. If he finds somebody he wants to get, if he at the end of this thing he stops and looks at that, there are all the calculations up. This is what I got. What do I need? I need blah, 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 blah. Guess what? He's going to look at the draft. Blah, 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 blah. He'll cut in 11 to get 6. I'm telling you, he'll do it. Smart man. That's what you do. You get what you can, you get it now, and you get it on. This is Ranting Q saying, what's up, peeps? This is your boy coming back. Stay tuned.